Under copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for such purposes as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Thank you guys and welcome to my channel. This is Moonflower Speaks and we're going to get into this conversation. Be a queen at navigating through dating.
Get your fucking dog! Get your goddamn dog! Motherfucker! Rock! Get your fucking dog! Get your goddamn dog! Motherfucker! Rock!
But we're the power couple. You know what? And I say that, and I believe it. And people are going to get mad at me and say I'm having an agenda and I'm attacking a certain group of men. No, but we're the power couple. You know what? And I say that, and I believe it. And people are going to get mad at me and say I'm having an agenda and I'm attacking a certain group of men. No, I'm not. I'm just going for, I'm just going for the best woman in the world, the most beautiful. And I got her. And it's not self-hate, it's self-love.
Makes black women not beautiful to you? What makes dark-skinned women not beautiful to you?
I don't know.
You dated Fabby?
Yes, and
that was a dark-skinned woman.
Yeah, and have you seen any other dark-skinned woman on my Facebook page after Fabby? No.
But the fact is, that's your own people. How can you not find black beautiful?
I just don't. I don't find black women attractive. That's just me.
That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
I know. I get that. I get you're confused and probably a little bit upset. But it's just...
Because every time I show you a pretty woman, you're like, nah, she's too black. The fuck is too black?
Black is fuck. Burnt. Crispy.
But that's beautiful. Black is beautiful. That's where we all came from. We all came from black people. That's where how the
Hey y'all. Good morning. Hey Lilith. Hey Wisdom. Hey Queen Cascade. How y'all doing? Hey. So this morning, hey Wisdom over feelings, girl. I was about to say your name and your comment ain't even came up yet, girl. I'm sidekick. I knew you was here. Hey TMKC, y'all. So this morning we're streaming on both my channel and the Argument League. Hey Andrea. Oh yeah. Good afternoon to you, girl. So right now I got my friend Trap with me. Say hey.
What it do?
And we earlier was talking about, do black men actually know how to date? And Trap here is a black man himself. Hey, Tiffany. And we were just discussing how most black men don't actually know how to date when it comes to first dates. Have you ever really been on a first date with a black man? Have you ever really been on a first date with a black man? Like, press 1 if yes and press no if 2. Because I, for one, have not been on a first date with a black man. We just one day was boyfriend, girlfriend. I wish I had a blunt. Pass me the blunt through the phone. Oh, you bruh, you just rubbed it in my face. Yes, Lilith, high school counts. High school counts. Hold on, let me call you back. Because you sound low. I'm going to call him the regular call. Okay, hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you louder now.
Good.
But say it again.
I said that's where it really starts. It starts at high school. That's where you learn how to date. That's where that's where you get your feet wet at.
Right, right.
In school.
You know what? How about you join the live? You got a YouTube account?
Yeah.
I'm finna text you my YouTube page, and I got the link in the comment section. And
Do
you
I
just
have to have headphones?
no, you can do it off your phone.
Okay.
Or let me send you the let me go to YouTube and send you the link to the video. Or we can do it off the Argument League too, because I'm streaming off their channel too. Messages. Trap. Okay, there you go. You see the link to the video?
You just sent to me a messenger. My messages.
Yeah. Yeah, I just texted to you.
Yeah.
Okay, hang up on me, click the video, and it's a link at the top of the comment section. Hit the link and then just follow the instructions. Okay, hang up on me, click the video, and it's a link at the top of the comment section. And then just follow the instructions. Oh shit. Okay, bet. Okay, bad. But yeah, high school count. I don't do Netflix and chill until after a few dates. It predicts how it's gonna end up most of the time. Facts. Netflix. I don't Netflix and chill at all. We don't Netflix and chill. We not Hulu and chilling. We not playing no game and chilling. We not going to your house and chilling. We not doing none of that. Period. You gotta take me somewhere. We're going out. We're going somewhere. But no, we were just talking about how black men really don't know how to date. And like he said, dating starts in high school. That's how you get your feet wet. That's when you learn how to date. And you need somebody to guide you and to teach you how to date. Who's going to teach these young boys how to date when the men are not in the home, when these fathers are walking out? Who's gonna teach these boys to value women when they don't have a father in the home? The thing about it is, a woman can't teach a boy to value a woman because of the simple fact that if you're a single mom, your son is watching you bear all the load, step out of your femininity to provide, and in this day and age, that's what a lot of men in my generation think a traditional woman is. I was talking to another friend who's in the service, and he was saying he wanted a traditional woman, and I said, okay, what's your definition of a traditional woman? Oh, there go Trap.
Yeah.
Trap.
What it do?
But so no, I was just telling this story about my other friend. He said he wanted a traditional woman. What's your definition of a traditional woman, Trap?
Well, from I wouldn't be able to tell you like in my own definition, but from what I heard from, I would say like, older people and everything like that, people who are already seasoned and know what they want. A tradition.
Uh-oh. You froze up, Trap. You froze. Parents, oh, there you go. You back.
I'm back. Yeah, you said a traditional woman, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
To me, a traditional woman is uh, a mother first. She gonna be a mother first. She gonna be a helper to her dude, and like she's a nurturer. She's the backbone for really, the family. That's what a traditional woman is. A traditional woman,
But
like
would
if
your traditional woman be working?
that would be up to her.
Yeah,
That
but
would
I'm
be up
saying
to
for the
her because
definition of a
to me,
traditional woman.
I wouldn't want my woman to work like but that would be only like if we were at that point in our relationship, like if we were married and everything like that. No, my woman is not gonna work when we get married because I'm gonna be the breadwinner. I'm the head of the household. I'm the head. So I don't want her to do nothing but what I feel like she should have to do, like take care of the house type stuff. Like have my back, I'm gonna make sure everything else straight.
Exactly, and that's the point I was making. My other homeboy was like he wanted a traditional woman, but he want a woman that's gonna work because he seen his mama work. He seen his mama be the backbone. He seen his mama carry the whole load. So he want her to bring 50% into the relationship. He bring 50% into the relationship, but he also want her to cook and clean and take care of the house. But that's not 50%. That's 75% if you asking her to bring in 50% of the workload. So a lot of guys in our generation don't necessarily know what a traditional woman really is, but claim that's what they want. If you really want a traditional woman, that means you finna be holding doors. That means you finna
Hmm.
pick up every check. That means you finna be providing for the household for her and the kids, and she gonna be taking care of the house. That's what a real traditional woman is.
You right, you right. Because like, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's a lot of guys in our generation's fault either though, because it's what we were taught by what we seen. Like my mama was a single mother.
Damn, it would freeze on you with your mouth open. It would freeze on you with your mouth open. I'm finna take a picture of this. Fuck is you talking about? This finna be your new contact picture. Damn it! I was finna take a picture of it. It froze with your mouth open, and I was finna make that your contact picture, but you came back too fast.
You funny.
I was finna get your. And don't worry, I'm gonna go back through the video and I'm gonna pause it.
Don't do me.
I would do you. I would do you.
But what, hey, I forgot what I was saying. See that smoking shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just reading the comments. It's something like a simple date need to be taught though. Nearly every American household has a TV, and not a single TV show ever showed a Popeyes date. Thank you. Cause who
You
going
right.
on a date to Popeyes? Who going on a date to McDonald's? Baby, know your worth. Know your worth, cause you is worth more than Applebee's, McDonald's, Red Lobster, any chain restaurant. He better take you somewhere nice, somewhere local. They got better food.
Yeah, if I'm taking a female to McDonald's, that most definitely ain't no date. If I take you to McDonald's, I'm just taking you to McDonald's because I'm hungry too and shit. I asked you, was you hungry?
So somebody want to know, how can your girl have your back if she ain't got no job?
Because she had my back on everything else. Like I'm not the one at the house washing clothes, washing dishes, mopping the floors, taking care of the kids and all this shit. Like making sure they homework done and everything like that. I might be at work. Like I
Right?
might be out doing like not doing no bullshit, but work. But besides work and all the other shit that men have to deal with out here, she just doing her part. Really, we ain't, bruh. You know damn well you ain't finna come home and wash no dishes.
Yep.
You ain't
Hey,
finna come home
nobody.
and wash no clothes. You ain't finna come home and mop no floors, especially not coming from work. And before I go to work, I ain't doing this shit either. I ain't gonna need cap to you. So I feel like if she could do that, I could do the rest of everything else.
Okay. Nobody wants to know, would she have to lower her lifestyle in order for you to be the sole household provider?
Nope, she can do whatever she want to do. If she can do whatever she want to do. If she want to work, she can go work.
But what she asking you, do you make enough money to be able to provide for a woman?
Damn right, because if I get married to her, that means my job is legitimate enough to where I feel like I could take care of her. I'm not gonna put myself in no position to where I'm, busting my ass at a booty ass job trying to live above my means and take care and do everything that a husband is supposed to do when I can't do that. That's a part of being a man. You gotta know when you can do shit and when you can't.
Wait a second. So the angry snowman said, notice none of the women say going to a beach or ice skating or out on a hike, because you did see those kind of dates being showed on TV in the 90s, but it don't cost anything to do it, so it don't count. Um that is not what we're saying. But to go ice skating, it does cost to go ice skating. To a lot of beaches, to most beaches, it does cost to go to the beach.
Yeah, it costs to get there. The beach is
But
free though.
but no, the beach not always free. Some beaches you have to pay for.
For real?
Yes, when I went to California and we went to this beach, we had to pay to get onto the beach.
Well, shit.
So some beaches, it's a lot of beaches that's not free. But we're not saying that just because it's free that it don't mean that it's a date. But you don't take a girl out on a hike as a first date. You don't want her all sweaty and stanky and musty. You want her to sit there and look cute. So you don't take a girl out on a hike for a first date. You sound dumb. Ice skating does cost money. I've been ice skating before. It's sir, if you're broke, just say that. Thank you. If you broke, just say that. You don't
If
want to
it's
have
a
to spend no money on a woman. You don't value a woman enough to spend enough on a date to
if
show that
it
you cherish her.
if it's a first date, if it's a first date, you supposed to take a female out to eat or something like that. Because if it's a first date, you trying to get to know her. You can't get to know somebody if you going hiking or something like that. You ain't what the hell. You doing too much walking and talking. Too much walking, not enough talking.
Yep.
But I would take a female on a regular date, like to Chili's or what's this shit, Olive Garden or something like that. I might not even get no big shit because that's not the point of me taking her out to eat. I'm taking her out to eat to get to know her. I'm
Yep.
taking her out to eat to pick her brain. I want to know
Yep.
where she coming from. I want to know where her mindset is, and let her know where my mindset is, so I can see if we gonna move forward with this. If I want to keep talking to her, or if next week we might not even be talking no more because she done let me know everything I need to know. That's the point of dating. Dating
Ooh.
and relationships
Let's
being totally different.
let's break this comment down. Okay, this person said for most black men, the desire to be in a one income household actually represents poverty mindset. 50K a year, and y'all won't be able to afford regular vacations. A vacation is not that expensive, to be honest. When I was in high school, I was working at Burger King making 7.25 an hour. And guess what? I paid for myself to go to California with my friends. All of us working at Burger King making 7.25 an hour. A vacation is not that expensive. You can take a road trip. You can go, like, okay, if you stay in Memphis and you want to take a girl out on a nice vacation, you can go to St. Louis, take her to the place of the home of the Flying Rose, Lambert's. That's a
Flying
nice
Rose.
restaurant. Yeah, the Flying Rose. That's a nice restaurant. You can go to St. Louis, go to a baseball game, go to a restaurant, stay the night, go somewhere else the next day, then come home. That's a quick, short vacation. That's a weekend vacation that is affordable that you could do in a one income household. And if a one income household means poverty for most black men, that means black men need to do better as a collective. That means y'all need to get y'all bag up. That means y'all need to be focused on getting money and not wasting your money on stupid shit like chains, shoes, and dumbass shit. How this man said, how are you talking when you shoveling food in your face? You have to wait on the food to get to your table. You have to wait on your waitress to come take your order. You have to eat and talk. You act like you don't eat and talk when you talking to your friends. I mean, to your family members at dinner. It
And
sound
like I
like it
look,
sound like the angry snowman can't walk and chew gum.
nah, look, but he said talking, shoveling food in your mouth. That's like that mean that you took her out on a date to actually eat the damn food. You took her out on the date because you was hungry. If you shoveling food in your mouth, like I said, I ain't taking no female out on no date just to go eat. That wasn't the point of the damn date. But that's a bonus with the damn date. That comes when you ask a female out. Like,
Thank you. The date is the plus where you get to know her. The food is just extra.
what? I keep putting my damn blunt out.
This why I love doing this YouTube shit, because you got the comments going, you got people. Yes, this is so much fun for me. So What else can we talk about black men not knowing how to do on a date? I don't think black men know proper table manners because when I go out to eat and I see black men in restaurants and stuff, they be having their elbows on the table. They don't be using a napkin. They lick their fingers. Like I don't think black men have proper table manners.
I
They
don't know
don't
about
pull the
that.
chair. They
You
don't.
wouldn't.
They don't pull out the chair for their girl either.
You can't say all though. Like
I'm not
you
saying
got to.
all. I said most.
Yeah, it's like a selective few that do this shit because I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to you like I do that. I might pull out your chair, but I ain't gonna even cap. I get caught with my elbows on the table. I know about the elbows thing, so I get caught with my elbows on the table every now and then I throw the motherfuckers down. But the napkin shit, I ain't gonna even cap. I ain't dealing. I ain't finna. I'm not covering up myself because whatever drip, fuck it. It's closed.
Yeah, but
I know
you
that. I
gotta
know that's
have
how it's
proper
supposed to go,
table.
but
It's a good first impression. You gotta have proper table manners. Hey, Chris. Hey, Rachel. How y'all doing? What's up with it, Chris? But yeah, you gotta have proper table manners to make a good impression. For those coming in, this is my friend Trap, y'all. Nickel Spickles, Spinny Sparks, Chris, Rachel. This is my friend Trap. We decided to do a stream together today. Hey, Gold Mine. And we're just talking about dating because we were having a conversation and it seemed like a lot of black men don't know how to date. And like I was saying earlier, it comes down to the men not being in the household with their kids because the man is the one that's supposed to show the little boy how to value a woman. The man is the one who can show a little boy how to cherish a woman because when you got a single mama, you're not watching your mama being feminine. Your mama is in her masculine trying to provide for you, trying to make ends meet for you, trying to make sure you got everything you want and need. So if you got a single mama, you really don't even know how to value and cherish a woman because you think a woman's supposed to do everything and a bag of chips for you when that's not the case.
a lot of times it makes us dudes like have it makes us dudes have that mixed type shit. Like you want to be masculine and you want to be the man, but you sitting up here doing like female type shit, like asking females for money or waiting on her to give you a ride or just any type of, some stuff that you would see a female doing. Like when you look at a man go do what he need to do, like just point blank period, because that's how motherfuckers had to do it before us. Folks in the
Yeah.
50s had to go get it. Them dudes weren't asking nobody, asking no woman for nothing. No
And
boy
you
weren't
know
asking no
what?
woman
I'm
for
so
nothing. They had to go do it. So that's really how we were supposed to see it done with our fathers and everything. He going to work, he come home, mama be the one that's at the house, she chilling and everything. If she go to work, she go to work, or shit. But it's supposed to be a father in the house because
trap.
that's what fucks a lot of guys up. It's supposed to be a father in the house because you ain't gonna learn how to be no man from no woman. You can't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You can't. You can't learn how to be a man from a woman.
Trap. Say woman instead of female because they really don't like when you say female.
My bad. I sure got a bad habit of that.
Thank
And
you for
no
the cash
disrespect. I
out,
don't be meaning no
Brandon Bay.
disrespect.
Thank you for the $5 cash out. I mean not cash out, super chat. Let me put it on the screen. He said good topic. Thank you for the $5.
Yeah. I don't mean no disrespect when I say female. That's just the way I talk. I'm sorry. I gotta fix that because a lot of women do tell me I do that a lot. See,
Wait a second. What you talking about, Lilith? What word? I don't see that comment, lady. What's that? What is this? Male blanche. I honestly don't know why I'm correcting myself. It's not like he knows what it means. I don't know what it means neither, Lilith. What that word mean?
what?
Educate us. I don't know. Male blanche.
Blah.
M yeah, MALEBOLGE. Yeah, Chris, we know a good father is a good father and a bad father is a bad father, but we saying we're not saying we're not really talking about fathers, to be honest. We talking about how a father needs to be in the household in order
Yeah,
to
we're
teach
talking
their
about
son how to date.
missing fathers, and how it affects the boys that grow up after that. How it affected me, how it affected my friends and shit. A lot of folks that I grew up with. I see that shit and I didn't pay attention to it at first, but I pay attention to it now and I see how it affected me. That shit fucked me up, no cap. I wish I did have my daddy. I had my daddy, he just wasn't in the house with me. I had to go over this man's house every weekend. You can't really learn a lot from him going. You can learn something, but you can't learn a lot with your dad not being around 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 in the house with you, where you get to actually soak in, you get the dad talks from him, you get the life lessons from him, you get to actually watch him mess up, and then he tell you where he messed up and how you shouldn't do that and everything like that. You don't get that when he ain't in the house with you. You get your mom fuck ups. How you gonna learn from your mom fuck up? That's a woman's fuck up. You're a man.
That's true, because these men got to lead by example. Uh-oh. Hey, nobody. How you doing?
Moonflower.
I do.
Hi,
How are you
girl.
doing?
Girl, I'm
So I
back.
had thought
It's been
about it.
so long.
Oh man.
I know. And then now you are not streaming as much as you used to. And P.S. I sincerely miss the Goddess Baddies series, and I'm waiting on that.
Yes, I got to bring it back. I want to make a whole new channel just for that, but I don't know yet.
So I was listening to y'all talking. I was thinking about it. And there's low key some mammy shit, so I don't recommend it. But I really think if a lot of these dudes was willing to be civil and respectful, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women who would be willing to like co-inhabitate a house. Like both parents, even though y'all aren't together, still live in the same home to raise your kids. But like dudes be mad disrespectful. They be mad disrespectful.
Hell
Look,
yeah,
look,
because if I wasn't with my baby father, I would recommend something like that. Like, we stay in the same house, but I don't care if you have bitches as long as you don't care if I have niggas.
look, no cap. You know where a lot of that shit comes from though?
Where?
Like, no bullshit. Everything that you go through as a child, as a kid, as a teenager, and as a, an adult, everything that you go through that's not good for you or that didn't make you happy, it causes you trauma.
Yeah.
And that shit that holds on to you for a long time, like shit that you go through as a kid, being bullied or seeing your mama like have to do.
In my opinion, dudes take trauma harder to the butt than women do.
Yeah, they do. They do. Because they'll hold on to a little
Don't make that
Samantha.
my shit either.
I'm a screen, so I'm going to get your ass, Trey. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get your ass. I wasn't even at the computer. But no, because a man will hold on to little Samantha in the third grade, not liking him back. So a man take trauma different than women because men have softer egos. Their egos are more fragile than a woman's ego. So when a man go through trauma, he hold on to that shit way longer.
And he often misdirects the energy of that trauma. Like it always goes to the wrong person every time.
Yep, that misdirected anger, the misdirected frustration, they'll bring. And men have so much baggage when it comes to coming into a relationship. Men have so much baggage, and it's because they hold on to trauma. It's because they hold on to past relationships, and they bring that into a new relationship, and in turn that self-sabotage.
And they can always see the effect, but they can never see the cause. Like
Exactly.
never. Like, and you'll point it out to them, and they can't. They cannot wrap their head around it.
Hey Renee, how you doing, sis? Maybe she not there. Let me. Hey Renee,
Hey, can y'all hear me?
how you doing? Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I just had to take it off the Bluetooth in the car because for some reason it never acts right.
Yeah, you sound much better now.
Okay. So maybe I'm just like behind on this on everything that's going on this live. But I thought I saw a man up here. He's not up here anymore. But
Yeah,
then
you
there
did.
was
He had
also
dropped down.
okay, but there's also comments that you were putting up on the screen that wasn't showing up in the chat. So I was like, well, what's going on? So
Oh,
I
I
don't
got
know.
it. I'm live on both my channel and the argument lead.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. No, I just came up here to talk about what nobody has said as far as us basically co-parenting in the same house if they knew how to act. Yeah, I think in some aspects you're right about that, in my opinion, because if I could, I would co-parent in the same home just for the sake of the kids. But he doesn't he doesn't know how to be an adult and mature about shit. Like his idea of co-parenting is, oh well, we're in the same house, we might as well just act like we're a couple. As well, I want you to act like we're a couple, but I don't want to act like I'm a couple, and I want to keep doing dirt, but I don't
Um,
want you. I want your emotional support, but I don't want to give you anything. He's one of those type of people.
he won't respect your individuality.
No, it's just like he'll have an issue if there was a gentleman that came around me, or he wouldn't even have to come to the house. He just would, if he could smell gentlemen around me, he would have an issue with it, especially if he's living in the house with me. Um, and even just co-parenting, he would have an issue with the fact that I wouldn't want to sleep with him or have any type of intimate dealings with him
Right.
whatsoever.
Like they're obligated to your body just because they're in your space. It's like you're
Right.
welcome that you're even in my space.
And they feel like if y'all have a kid together, that they should always have access to your body.
Yeah, and yeah, because my daughter, she's 9. He hasn't had access to my body since she was conceived. Literally, there was no us freaking around when I was pregnant. Like once he was gone and I was done with him because of the stuff that he did, which people that be on other panels already know that story, and but once all that was done, there was no more freaking around, no more. So it was over 9 years, literally. And so it's like, and it would still be the same way. If we were to live in the same home, it'd be the same exact way. You're not allowed. No, no, you don't get access to my body because we are co-parenting in the same house. I mean, he would even try to do that even with us not in the same house trying to co-parent.
Yeah.
And I don't
Like
know
the
if this is like national or if it's just like certain states or maybe just the South, but I've noticed that dudes have a different standard of maybe living. Like they're okay with things around children that women are just not. And maybe that's because, women will get cut down in a minute if they did the same stuff that some of these dudes do. So that's another aspect of the disrespect and why, the co-inhabitating can't happen.
Yeah,
right.
because black men don't know how to be adults for the most part.
No, they'll
Yeah,
have
I
their
mean,
friends running up and through the house. They'll have just all types of stuff that's just not safe. Like they just do unsafe things, but don't see it as unsafe.
right, because with me, I don't even bring a man around my children, and I'm the main breadwinner. They live with me. I pay for everything. I don't even bring a man in my house. They don't need to see men flocking in and out of my house. I can go on dates, I can do all that shit, but they can't come to my house.
Right.
That's just what it is, and that's something that I stand on until I actually meet a man that I feel safe enough, that is safe enough, which you never really even know that, but someone that I think that I've, you know, had some type of good judgment on, and I'm like, I could finally have this man meet my kids or whatever. But no, so far, nope, I don't know. And every man that I date, they know I have kids.
That's good.
They know. I always tell them, it's like, I mean, shit, they're here. They're here. They're always going to be here. So you either accept it or you don't. And if you don't, then you lose my number. As simple as that. I'm never going to hide them just to get a man. Like, I'm not doing that shit. So they always know that I have kids. But they also know that I have boundaries when it comes to that. You can't meet them. No, there's no, you can't pick me up from my house. No, there's none of that shit. And it's just, so I don't do that. So I wouldn't want him, I wouldn't, if I was to live with my kid's father, I don't feel like he should be allowed to bring a woman around. It has nothing to do with me saying, oh, well, he got some bitch. No, don't bring him around the kids. Because you know damn well 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be serious about them.
Yeah.
You're not. So don't keep bringing different women around the kids. Don't do that. And they do that all the time. It don't even have to necessarily be them just being in the house together with the woman and their children's mother, and they're trying to co-parent. No, they pick up their kids and take their kids around different women and think that shit is funny, and it's not funny.
I don't think they think it's funny. I think they need those women. They cannot adult alone, and that's sad. They just can't. They cannot adult alone. So that's why they use their girlfriends or their mamas or their aunties, because they just can't.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, I thought that's a good reason too, that they can't adult alone. But I feel like that they feed on drama, essentially. Now they know a lot of mothers out here are going to get angry with the idea of them finding out that you're bringing their kids around a woman that you're not serious about. They know that she's going to be angry when they find out, and they know kids tell without trying to tell. They don't understand what they're telling. They don't think it's a big deal, but so they just tell. And it's just, they know that that's going to happen. Like, they know it. And so I feel like that they do it to be funny, or because they just like drama. It's like, why do you like the drama? You know she's going to have an issue. You just met this woman like a week or two ago, and already you bringing kids around them.
Right. And Renee, you made me think of something. A lot of women are like that. A lot of women will not bring a dude around their kids, but yet some of these talking points online is like, oh, if you're dating a single mom, you got to deal with her kids. Most of us don't even want
No,
you to meet
nigga.
her
Like, we
kids.
don't
We don't
want
know
you
her kids.
around our kids like that. We don't know you enough
Right.
for you to be
Right.
around our kids, and I don't trust you enough. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I honestly don't feel like that I could really trust any man around my kids. And maybe that's just something that's just needs to be healed. But I'm like, I could know this man for 10 years, and that man
I
still could be a
agree.
pedophile. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, how
Yeah,
could you?
because that's how
It's literally,
Irene.
you're taking a gamble.
You right.
That's how Irene is. She says she don't 100% trust her husband around her kids, and that's simply
No.
because he's a man.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have a son. So realistically, like, I wouldn't even trust a woman that his father was with around my kids, because what if she tried something with my son or my daughter? Like,
Yeah,
all
for
these
real.
adults that are predators and stuff like that, they're capable of preying on any gender of a child. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, no, like, I mean, that's my whole thing. It has nothing to do with somebody moving on or anything. It's like, you don't know this woman. And I feel like that if you're a good father, because me, I'm only speaking for myself. I'm a good mother. I take care of my kids 24/7. I work a full-time job. I make sure they're with their grandparents and stuff like that when I am at work, or if I'm somewhere else, they're in daycare, or they're in an after-school program, or they're in some type of sports. I always have things going on for them, or whatever. Even with me working full time, different things like that, I make sure that they are good as far as their eating, their homework, their learning, education, all that jazz. So I feel like I'm a good mother. Ultimately, I mean, I do, and
And
I've been
you
told that.
And
But
you have made a good point though, because a lot of dudes my age group, they were raped and don't even see it as rape. Like they're like, yeah, I was
yeah,
12 and she was 18 or 19 or 17, or like they be naming all the time, oh yeah, this 22-year-old chick and I was 16. I'm like, you were raped, bro, and
It's
you're breaking
yeah,
it like
it's
that.
because how
because
they came up though.
no,
It's
it's
because how they
because,
came
like,
up.
okay, because right now I'm on recruiting duty. So I'm currently right now in the Quad Cities on recruiting duty. So when I go to high schools and stuff, being a recruiter for the Army, I interact with, of course, younger kids. Those boys, they will try to ask you on dates. They will ask for your phone number. I've been asked to prom, all types of shit. But me as an adult, I'm like, nah, you need to go sit down somewhere. Go read a book. Go do your homework. I'm too old. Stop it. Like you have to tell them that. And some of these motherfuckers, they just sit there and they just, oh, well, they look like this and look like that. It's plenty of high school boys that look grown as fuck. But you know damn well they ain't fucking grown. They
Right.
still
All
have
you
that
gotta
look
do
to
is
where they
talk
look
to
like
them
they're in
for
high school.
5 minutes. 5 minute conversation will tell you that
Yes.
they are children.
Hey, I said that. I said that same thing the other day. I swear to God, I said that same thing the other day. I said I don't see how these men out here be saying that they didn't know that this girl was 17 and 16 and shit like that. How the hell you didn't know this girl was 16? You had to talk to her.
No, if I
I
could
know
say
she didn't.
this,
I know she couldn't hold no conversation with you like no 25 or no 30-year-old woman can.
yeah, if I could say this, they know. And I'm gonna tell you why they know. Because they was coming around when I was in high school. They float around high schools and stuff. They do that. We see them out there. If like we was riding the city bus and stuff to go home, they was floating around there too. They
Nah,
Trap,
know that they're in high school.
I can't sit here and say
trap,
I believe no man that said that he didn't know that that girl was that age.
They
Nigga,
know.
you a lie, bro.
trap.
Yeah,
When
they
I was
Get
lying
your
because
ass
14,
off,
they
bro. You
they know.
lying.
They know that's their go-to. This always, well, I didn't know, and how was I supposed to know? No, you know. Usually when they say they didn't know, I know that they knew.
Your ass
That's
knew,
the
bro.
trap,
that's the number one
That's the
lie that they
same
tell to
thing.
try to get off, but you still ain't gonna be able to
No,
get off. It's like
the number
you still
one
going
lie
to jail.
is she's mature. She's been through a lot of stuff. Even a
No,
mature 17, 18-year-old still sounds like an
you know,
18 year
She
old.
still
She
sound
could
like
and,
a
have
and
raised
child.
all of her siblings, have 2 jobs, and been through hell and back, and she still sounds like an 18-year-old. There's just verbiage that she uses. Like younger people sound young. It's just that simple.
Exactly.
Cause, okay, look at it this way. When they say, "Oh, she's older minded and she's been through a lot of stuff," usually that means that she's been through a lot of shit involving some type of trauma in a sense. Because I look at it this way: if your kid can't grow up and be a kid and they have to take on adult responsibilities, that's a form of trauma. Making them grow up too early, that's a form of trauma in a sense. That's how I look at it. Like your 11-year-old daughter is babysitting her siblings. Like she doesn't have time to be a kid, and that can mess up her head essentially. And so it's the same with the son and everything. So I look at that as a form of trauma. Like my son, he's 12. Hell no, you ain't watching your damn siblings. What you gonna watch your siblings for? No, I just have to break bread and pay for them to go to, a daycare or a babysitter or with their grandparents, or that's just something that has to be done. But I do understand why it's done like that. I understand, some mothers, of course, because we always seem to, we always have the highest rates of single motherhood in our community. Some mothers have no choice. They can't afford daycare and all this other stuff. But men need to stop using that as an excuse as to why they're attracted to little kids. Oh, well, she's been through a lot and she's seen a lot of things. No, no. She's been through a lot of stuff that has forced her to become grown early, but she's not grown. She still has the mind of a child. Stop using
Exactly.
that as an excuse so you can freak on her, and that's what it is.
Hey, Mill, you were calling my name.
yeah, I was gonna say, you remember what I used to look like in high school?
Uh,
How small I used to be?
yeah.
I got hit on at 14 by some dude at the gas station. I mean, at this motherfucking Valvoline downtown. And I was with my mama.
Yeah, they
That's
do it.
nasty. That's nasty.
No, they will do it. Like literally walking down the street and stuff, you get approached when you're like 10 years old by grown men and stuff. Like when I was 16, this grown man was following me in his car, literally following me as I was walking, because I worked in a cell phone shop and I knew the guy that owned it and everything. So he gave me like a little part-time job while I was going to school, and I worked in a cell phone shop. When I was leaving the cell phone shop, and I didn't live that far from the cell phone shop, I was walking down the street. He was literally following me in his car.
See, that's that motherfucking creepy stalker ass shit that I don't
Yeah,
like
and I
about
get,
it.
That's that.
but no, y'all
That's
want to
that.
know the
That's
kicker
that
though?
weird.
Y'all,
That's
y'all
that
want to know
super
the y'all?
weird ass shit.
No, y'all want to know the kicker though?
What is it?
He had a baby mama that was in high school.
What the fuck?
He had a baby mama that was in high school, and he would ride to so she can go to high school. He would like go with her and ride with her to the high school, and then he would go back to where they live or whatever the case may be and everything. But we used to see him on the city bus, so then he would always see me, and I would never talk to him. Like I mean, what the fuck I need to talk to him for? But yeah, she went to the same high school as me, and she was his baby mama, and she would go we would go to school and everything, and then once I got a little bit older, because it was at the very beginning when I was like in the ninth grade when I would see him and stuff. Once I got a little bit older, that's when I had got that job when I was 16. That's when he had followed me in the car. And I mean, now at this point, I'm an adult, and he found me on Facebook. He has 4 different pages, and he literally has requested a friend. He sent a friend request from all 4 pages. And I'm 33 years old now.
That sound like this motherfucking episode I saw on Law and Order SVU, where this man had been stalking this woman for 15 years and raping her on and off again. Follow
Oh,
her,
I
talking
seen
her.
that. Yeah.
What the
The hell?
fuck?
Yeah, I seen it. But no,
Yeah.
he's really like that. And then he sits there and then he sat there and he was writing me messages and everything. He was I ended up privatizing my page, but he was writing me messages concerning me, I guess, dating some Chicago dude or some shit like that, and they not good dudes. I'm like, nigga, did you just make up a whole entire story about my life? When the fuck have I dated a Chicago? Like, what the fuck? Like, he literally said Chicago dude. I'm like, where the hell did you get a Chicago dude? And when did I write a status about anything about some Chicago nigga? The fuck is you talking about? Like, he made me so mad. Like, I was just like, dude, get your slow ass out of my inbox. So then I found out apparently he is slow. He gets a check.
God. Oh my
He admitted
God.
the shit. He admitted it. He's slow.
He might have just
I was
told
like,
you he's
and
slow
then
so you could get pity.
no, yeah, I don't know. He just was like, because I said, get your stupid broke ass out of my damn inbox. So he sat there and said far from broke, and then he named off the amount that he gets from his check, and I was like, you get a slow check?
Hell no.
Like,
Man, my
like he admitted
goddamn.
his. I was like, nigga, get the fuck away from me. Like, there, nigga, I will take your slow check and literally buy a purse with that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. Like, no, hell no. Move around. I blocked him, so he sent me 3 other friend requests, made 3 different pages, 3 other different pages. He had 4 pages altogether.
See, that's
Like,
that
he's
creepy
really,
shit.
really fucking
And,
weird.
and he was
It's
black,
like,
wasn't it?
yes, it's like, nigga, you have literally seen me since the age of 14 years old. I'm now 33, and you still trying to track me down on Facebook?
This one dude in my church said he had a crush on me since I was 9.
What the
What the
hell?
fuck?
And he's in his 40s. He's 50 something now.
Yeah, he a predator.
But for some
You,
goofy ass pick-me's and mammies and dusties, they'll sit there and say we was being fast, all this other shit. It's like, no,
but the
no.
thing about
These
it is,
motherfuckers,
he used
stop
to
making excuses
babysit.
for these damn predators.
Exactly. How am I being fast when he used to babysit me at church? He used to pick me up and carry me around, buy me stuff. And my mama,
He was
like,
grooming you.
my mama,
You were
yeah,
just being a kid.
He was
yeah. And
grooming you.
his cousin is a family friend, so I'm friends with his family, and my mama had dated one of his other cousins and stuff, and he, like, everybody thought he was cool, and he knew my grandparents and all that shit. My granddad was the deacon at the church and stuff. He got baptized and everything, and still was trying to talk to me. And then when I turned, like, I think it was like when I turned 12 was when he gave me his number. And then when I was 17, he was trying to talk to me. And then when I turned 18, he started giving me money and buying me food and stuff because I had got kicked out the house.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's fucking
And you
trash.
know what?
Like, no, and then
Even if
no, if I could say real quick to add to the story, no, one time while I was still in high school, because apparently he was like the little designated neighborhood burnt DVD selling man or whatever the hell you want to call it. This nigga showed up to my house. Nobody knew who he was. Nobody called him for any DVDs. He showed up to my fucking house trying to sell DVDs like he was going door to door.
Oh hell, he was watching you.
And
Yes,
even
like
if these little girls are fast, we'll say that yes, they're fast and they're hitting on these men. That's still the man, the grown ass man's fault for doing what he does. Like you need to have control over yourself. Like it doesn't matter if the little girl is fast or voluptuous or dressed any type of what. Like it doesn't matter. She's a child.
Yeah.
She's
A
still a
man's
and
supposed to
child.
that's
have control. A man's supposed to have
yeah.
control.
And
Like
that's how you
that.
know that they don't hold much stock for men or women that do that. They don't have no type of hope for them to be able to have some self-control. They have no hope for them. It's like, oh, well, what is he supposed to do? What is she supposed to do? They're supposed to be adults and say, no, sit your ass down somewhere. Go play. Go do something. Like, don't sit there and engage in it, even if they are trying.
Thank you,
Like,
or
because
tell they fucking parents.
Man.
exactly.
This is
But
why I
I
don't see
know
that shit as a threat. You know, when they be like, oh, women hit the wall 25, 30. I'll be waiting to hit that wall like a motherfucking bug. I cannot wait until I'm undesirable, dusty, drag, all of the shit they say. I'll be that
Mm,
because that's how
I'm
predatory a lot of these dudes are. It's like, I want to hit the wall.
yep.
girl, you look
And
bomb
I
as
know
fuck.
that
You look
I know
bomb as
that
fuck. I'm
Brandon Bay had
33 and I
joined the
And
still look
thank
great.
conversation.
you.
I know
I don't give a
Brandon
fuck.
Bay had joined. I know Brandon Bay had joined the conversation, so I was trying to see what Brandon trying to say.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey,
Oh,
Brandon.
sorry, Brandon. We just got into that pedophilia talking. You know how we get.
Yeah. I ain't.
We be getting in our
Wait
feelings.
on you. Do your thing. I just had a few things I wanted to speak on
So
from
what
my
you want to speak
perspective.
on?
First, the topic. So, do black men know how to date? I'm going to take the stance. Do people know how to date? And
We're not doing that, Brandon. We're not doing that, Brandon. We saying black men. We're not
that's
doing
my
that.
What?
perspective. That's my perspective
I know, but
because
we're
I
not doing
see,
that.
I
We're talking
see.
about black men. The conversation is about do black men know how to date. We're not talking about people. We're talking about black men.
I say, yeah. I think that I don't think that any race of men don't know how to date. I think that
Child,
the
we ain't
standards
talking.
of dating has changed, or
Not
what people are looking for in relationships have changed. The
I
not
don't know
dichotomy
really.
what
is
you're
Black
talking
women have
about.
been asking for the same thing for decades, so the standards have
Well,
not changed per
Well,
black
yeah,
women.
in a
I don't know
sense,
what
I'll
you're
agree
talking
with
about,
him.
dude,
Black
because
men do
I
know how to date. They know how to date all over the place. They don't know how to relationship.
yeah, because I was about to, and why you keep bringing up other races of men? Like I date other races of men. They know how to date. They court. They do all that shit. Like let's focus. Let's not. Let's just focus on
Hmm.
the men that look like us, basically.
Yeah, let's focus on
Right.
the men whose success rate is in the trash.
Right.
most of the black men I know are married, or
I
or
hate when
Exactly.
people do that.
So,
All
I
these
oh,
hate
okay.
kids
when
So,
people
are
do
so
married.
that.
when I'm speaking from my personal
congratulations, they're a
perspective.
part of the 28%.
Thank you.
I
It's only
hate when people
28%
do
of black
that.
men who get married. So regardless of who you know, the statistics show otherwise that black men as a whole don't get married. So we're not talking about the people we talking about the collective of black men and the statistics. What they show is that black men do not know how to date. Black men do not know how to court. Black men do not know how to relationship. Black men do not know. You can beat the horn, bitch. Fuck you. Yes, I jumped in front of you, hoe. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, stinking, ugly, white hoe. Fuck
Why
you.
in the hell?
I'm sorry, I'm driving.
Mhm.
She's going.
No, because she was going slow as hell, so I went around her and she got mad.
They always going. They always going slow. Get your goofy ass on somewhere.
Do black women know how to act on a date? I'll say most do, and those that don't, I mean, I can't really fully blame them. Not many black, there's a lot of black women
Repeat that
who have
question.
been mistreated. So how would they know how to act on a date if they ain't never been taken on a real date? If they've always been taken to Popeyes, why are you gonna be mad that they don't know how to act at the Cheesecake Factory? Let's not
Preach.
let's not act like the environment does not produce this.
Thank you.
I mean, I
So
know. I think
suppose in
I
a
would
date,
say
if
that
you
I.
don't take women out on a date, they won't know how to act on a date.
With the
I mean, I
trauma
would say I
behind
know how
it,
to.
make
I
that
would say I
something
know how to
fun,
date,
create a good
but I
atmosphere
also.
for a date. If we
What you
bring
say,
our traumas
Brandon?
into any, if like, let's say we bring our traumas into a dating situation, does that make the situation better or worse?
It
That's a
depends
leading
on what type.
question. It's a leading question because you know it's
Well,
worse. So what are you trying to get at?
well. If I could say this real quick, I have never brought any type of trauma or anything into a date. It's usually the men that has spoke about. They want to talk about previous relationship. I don't want to hear that shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
when they bring that to my attention, then that's why they get blocked.
Most women don't want to know about a man's past. It's always the man that's asking about a woman's past. What's your body
So,
count? What's your
so
ex
in my
boyfriend?
so my question is, you don't get this information out in courting before you get to a date.
Why would I bring up
You go
anything
on
involving
your
my
first
previous
date to start
relationship?
courting. You go on your first date to start courting. That's how you start courting, is by going on your first date.
I think if you want to talk about trauma and previous relationships, that should come a little bit later down the line. But I also think that you should be healed from your past relationship if it did any type of damage before you go out on a date with somebody. You shouldn't be sitting at the
I
Exactly.
date talking
agree.
about some, well, he wasn't shit, she wasn't shit, da 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 da, and all this other stuff.
I
Because
agree.
how are y'all really getting to know each other other than trauma bonding? Everybody's had an
Right.
ain't shit ass person that they
Yes.
have dated.
Right. I agree. That's what I was getting at.
So
So
yeah, unfortunately, I've went on dates where they
Well,
want to
Loki
talk
sound
about.
like you don't know how to date either, Brandon.
I think he sounds more like one of those ones who want to ask you 1,452 questions over text messages so that he can
not
save
at all.
$40 to not meet you in person.
Not at all. If I'm taking a woman out, that's an investment. And anything that I'm looking for in that woman, whether that be a future, whether that be the night, whatever. For me personally, it would be a future. So if I'm taking her out, I'm investing. I'm not asking for anything in return. That would be foolish.
I
I'm
mean, but
making an
that's what an
investment towards
investment is,
whatever.
though. If you're
So
investing, you're wanting something in return. So I don't think you should
Yes,
view a date
I
as an
want something in
investment.
return, but I'm not asking. I
so
can't
so
force
wouldn't
someone
that
to be the type of person I want them to be.
so wouldn't that make a lot of sense as far as when it comes to the topic? Because if you're saying that the reason that you date is because you're investing, and there's a bunch of black men running around saying, well, I don't want to take women on dates, we got to go and hang out and chill first so I can get to know you before I spend my money and take you out on a date and da 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 da, then that tells me right there that they really don't want to invest in anything too much. They just want to be on some bullshit. So then that means they don't know
They
how to
just want
date.
to fuck.
Well,
They just want to fuck.
They want the
here's my
woman to
perspective.
invest her time, her energy. They want her to get cute. They want her to do all of this stuff, but they don't want to provide the environment for her to do so. Like it's like if she showed up in sweatpants and messy hair bun, you're gonna feel like, oh well, I don't know if this is the one for me. But you didn't give her any reason to get cute. You want her to get cute just to talk to you outside of Popeyes.
Yeah, because if
No.
I go on a date with a man, I like the man to plan the date. All I have to do is ask him, what type of attire should I wear? Should it be casual? Should it
Exactly.
be dressy? That's the only thing I ask. And usually they do it. They'll plan the whole entire thing. And they'll be like, dress casual, or they'll say dress, in a dress or something like that. That lets me
And
know where they're taking me.
And honestly, I don't feel like I'm alone, but because I pay for mine. Even if the dude say he gonna pay for it, I'm gonna let him think that I'm gonna make him pay for everything. I will pay for my own simply because of the investment thing you just dude had just said. I don't want you to feel like you deserve any part of me. You don't deserve another date if I don't want to date you again. You don't deserve a call back if I don't want to call you back again. I'm gonna pay for mine because these motherfuckers be too broke and get too mad over $65.25.
Oh, I'm not paying
Yeah,
for
no,
my
I
date.
don't.
I
I'm
don't
not
give a
paying for
fuck. I
dates.
don't give a I don't give a fuck what he expects. I don't give a fuck what he thinks gonna happen. I'm not touching my purse to pay for not damn motherfucking date. And if I do have to pay for my own date because you broke, I'm going home.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't know.
walk
I
out
guess I just be too
real
worried. There's
quick.
been a lot of situations in my own personal life where I have seen the malice that niggas have, and I don't know if it's a dark skin thing or if it's just a me thing. I don't even fucking know. But like, these niggas can get real left real quick, especially if they invest anything into you. So sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for mine, so
I
that we
think
can
it's
get up
a
out of
black
here
man
safely.
thing because I've only had that problem with black men. I think it's just a black man thing because soon as
I've
you don't
never
want to
had to
give a
pay for
black
a
man,
date.
so no, I'm not even talking about paying for a date. I'm talking about being malicious. Because soon as you don't
Oh
want to
Yeah,
give
yeah,
a black man
yeah,
your number, it's I didn't want you anyway, bitch. That's why you don't look like you ain't all that hoe
yeah.
and all that shit. They try to fight you and everything. I've
Yeah,
only
I mean,
had that experience with black men.
I've never been expected to pay for a date, but there's been situations where I'm like, I feel for my own safety, I should pay for the date. Like, I don't know how to, they feel like if they give anything to you, dick, a kid, money, any food, then they own you. And like, I just be like, I'd rather not. You know what I mean? Like, this just giving me bad vibes. I'll pay for my own so I can get up out of
Right.
here.
And you
yeah.
exactly right because a lot of these men are malicious when it comes to these dates. They have a malicious intention. They just take you on a date because they want to fuck, not to get to know you, like Trap was saying.
Yeah, no, there's no. Yeah, I'm not with that shit. Like, I don't even tell them. There's no disclaimer or anything. Like, just know in your brain, if you going on a date with me, you're not fucking. You're not fucking at all. Like, so. And if you don't like that, then that's what it is. But what the hell I look like fucking you for a dinner?
Lilith's revenge.
Exactly.
If they invite me and I get bad energy or whatever, like then yeah, I'll pay for my own. Like not saying that dudes like not saying that they won't do anything if you do pay, but I'm just saying like I notice they're gonna be aggressive regardless, but I notice a level of intensity that comes when they give you anything. Like and paying for the date ain't even them giving you something, but they see it like that. Giving you dick that they feel like they gave you something even though they swear it also devalues you. So how did you give me a gift that will deem me less desirable? But anyway, like I just if I feel like it might be a safety thing or dude might be a little too pressed with me after this, I'm gonna pay for my stuff and I'm gonna move around. Like there ain't gonna be no day two.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no,
I went on a date with this one guy and he waited until after we ate to be like, oh, he broke. Never spoke to him again. And it wasn't
oh
nothing but
yeah,
$20. It wasn't nothing but $20 because I took him somewhere cheap.
yeah, no, like
That's
that's
crazy.
and I think that what it is that I think a lot of them are just kind of used to taking an aggressive route. And black women, we really just need to stop accepting the aggressive route of them trying to pursue. Because the one thing that I can say is that if you okay, I dated this one dude and he's not black, but I dated this one dude and there wasn't it was almost like there was a thought process to him actually even just asking for my number. Like it was like he literally thought about it because I was I was recruiting and stuff and he was a police officer and I was in the high school. That's where we would see each other, in the high school and all that. And we would just have conversations and stuff while I had table setups, different things like that. And he was just doing his job because he would work in the high school during the day and at night he would work the streets basically. So instead of him sitting there just being aggressive and asking for my number, because I didn't know his first name, I only knew him by his last name due to his like the badge on his chest and stuff. He just was like, he wrote his name down. He was, hi, my name is such and such. Can I have your number? And this is after we had like numerous conversations about things involving work. He used to be in the Marines. I'm still in the Army. We were talking about that. There was no dating. There was no conversation as far as all that stuff. But he gave me his name and he wrote down his number and everything. And then so I took the piece of paper and I wrote down my number and he planned the date. We went on a date. Of course, he don't get the no type of different treatment. No, I'm gonna pop up on the date. I don't want you picking me up from my house. I don't want you doing any of that shit. I don't know you. So, and of course, he knew I had kids, of course. And so we went on the date. Everything was great. We talked about all types of different topics. There was no type of sexual nature to it. There was none of that shit. When we left, he sat there, he gave me a hug. He asked me, can he give me a kiss on the forehead? I allowed him to. He opened my car door. We set up a second date that he planned, and that's where it ended. There was no expectation for no sex. There was none of that shit. I'm sure, of course, with him being a man, he wanted sex, but he's not going to just be open about it. Oh, well, I ain't paying for the date if you don't give me sex, or I ain't doing this and that and the other if you don't give me sex. It was nothing like that. It was just like, again, he's a man. Men, in my opinion, they all want sex. That's just how it is. But
Have y'all
if
seen
he's
those
gonna,
TikTok videos of those guys taking their girlfriends to dates and asking them if they gonna get some when they get home, and if the girlfriend say no, they split the bill?
yeah, no, I wasn't doing that shit.
Wow.
And it
We would
wasn't,
break
and it
up.
didn't come
We would
across
break
like
up.
that at all. And that's just what I prefer. Like, some people can do different approaches. You don't have to write down your name, your first name, and your number and all that other stuff for as the only approach. But don't come with that aggressive ass shit, because I'm gonna reject you aggressively. Like saying hey you, or hey this, or yelling out a window and all this other shit. Whereas it was the complete opposite when I came into contact with a black man. I'm at my best friend's house, and this motherfucker, her man is friends with him. This motherfucker sitting in his truck talking about some hey, come here. I was like, no. He was like, why? I said, because I don't want to. And then so he was like, oh, I know, it must be because my hair all over the place, because he had locks. I was like, no, that's not it. It's not it at all. And then again, while he was trying to have a conversation with me, which was a goofy ass conversation, trying to figure out why I don't want to walk over to his truck, I slowly walked over to my car where my trunk is so I can get ready to pop it if he decide he want to get aggressive. So I'm like, dude, that was aggressive. No, like, no, you're not about to approach me like that. And so, needless to say, he approached me in some bitch ass nigga way, and he got bitch ass nigga results, so he got rejected.
Right.
And we need to normalize allowing to be approached in a more gentler manner. They want to talk about modern women and all this other shit. Well, I guess they would consider me a modern woman. And no, you're not about to yell out a window at me for me to come to your motherfucking ass. Who the fuck are you?
Thank you. Who do you think you are?
I wouldn't even want, like, even if the white dude that took me on a date, if he would have yelled out a window to me, nigga, I ain't coming to you. Who the fuck are you?
Thank you.
Like, you ain't
And man,
nobody. I don't fucking know you. Like, no, they gonna get the same damn treatment. And if he was on that date and he would have sat there and mentioned something about sex, I would have got my. That's why I drive my own car.
I absolutely hate this statement. A man can only do what a woman allows. Not only is it false, but it takes accountability off of the man.
Thank you. Who said that?
Free something TV.
Oh,
Free
nobody
game
give a fuck about
TV.
that clown. He been saying
Men
some
do
goofy
what
shit
the
up in
fuck
the
they
chat.
want to do. You can't control what the man fucking does. A man does what the fuck they want to do. You're a
And you know
grown
what
ass
does
person
control what a
with
man
grown
does?
ass decisions.
Well, first of all,
What
why
controls what
would
a
a
man does
motherfucker?
is
Why would a
laws that
motherfucker
other men
choose?
have made.
Why would a motherfucker choose to be trash and then say, well, it's the woman's fault because she allows me to do it? So you want to be a trash ass motherfucker that treat motherfuckers like shit because they allow you to? And you think that you just gonna have this good ass karma that comes your way? No,
Right.
you're gonna have some bad ass karma. You gonna go through shit the rest of your life because of how you treat people. If you wanna treat people like shit because they quote unquote allow you to, like, what type of shit? What type of exploitative type shit is that?
Exactly.
That makes you an
That's
ain't
very
shit ass motherfucker. So if you
that's
want to be an
very
ain't shit ass motherfucker, just know that a woman like me would never, never want to deal with your motherfucking ass and will treat the fuck out of you. And then you be sitting there crying, holding on to your fucking ego while it drops to the floor.
That's very similar to that statement. Women allow access, or women are the gatekeepers of sex. That's only true because the laws we have in place because of men. If like women are not the gatekeepers of sex, because if there wasn't any laws, dudes would be raping here and there. They're already graping here and there. They're already doing that with the laws. Without them, it would be even worse. So no, like it's not
The
what she
law is the
allows.
gatekeeper to sex. Not women, not men. The law is the gatekeeper to sex.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Because if the law wasn't in place, they would be fucking kids. If
Right.
the,
Right.
they always talking about get them young and oh that Ringo TV guy talking about something. Oh y'all just scared of the law. If the laws weren't in place, then there would be no gates to sex.
yeah, no, they always come with that extra bullshit and everything. They know damn well that you can't officially really say that we are the gatekeepers of sex because yeah, y'all these motherfuckers are out here literally taking it. They out here taking it like, so what?
Yep.
Y'all mad because you say that we got the power to withhold sex and all that. So you're mad because we're withholding sex and we're not being slut buckets basically, and so you get mad at that, so you decide to take it.
Yep, and the main ones that are not that's giving it up are the ones they calling hoes, but they doing what you asking them to do.
We meet these men all over, Abdul or Brandon Bay or whatever. We meet these men all over. You act
I
like
hate when
these
they
men
do
are
that.
just frequenting in the hood. No, no, dude, they
Right.
in middle class neighborhoods too. Like
Right. They
those
go to
so-called
college.
educated
Yep.
lames that y'all like to pump up, they trash too. They are
They're
absolute
trash
trash. They're the
too.
biggest
Yes.
narcissists on the planet. Like Pookies and Ray Rays, you can see what they coming with. You can see they coming with bullshit or whatever. And some women just like drama or whatever the case may be, so they just kind of partake in it. Or sometimes they
Exactly.
just only
Most
date
cookies and
what's in
Ray
their
are honest.
environment, and maybe they're not in an environment that's conducive with educated lanes, more so with Pookies and Ray Rays. So they stick with the men that's in their environment. But bruh, I have dated educated lanes. They are the worst.
And the thing about
Pretty
it is
boys suck. Y'all all suck.
the thing about it is when we have this conversation, we're always talking about how these, without even meaning to, we're talking about how black men fail at dating. We talk about black men, how black men fail at court, even without meaning to.
Yeah, because they can be an educated lame and they suck at dating. They can be a Pookie and Ray Ray and they suck at dating. They just fucking suck at dating. It's just like, bruh. Like, and then they keep sitting there making it seem like, oh, if I'm well established and I got an education, then I'm a good man. And I'm like, no, y'all motherfuckers are narcissistic as hell. Y'all think that everybody owes y'all something. You feel entitled to everything involving a woman and everything. And just because you make some money, okay, I make some money too. I make money too. So what are you saying?
And
Like
that's
that
how you
doesn't
know
make
it's
you
the
any good,
collective
any
of,
that
and that's
doesn't
how
make
you
you any
know
better as a man.
no, it doesn't. And that's how you know it's the collective of black men because we're describing different types of black men and we're all coming to the same outcome.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Very much so. And I hope y'all understand me or feel me when I say this, but I absolutely hate when people say shit like, and I don't mind it when it comes from other women most times, but like I hate when people say like, oh, you just got to know the power of the woman. The black women are one of the most disenfranchised groups ever, and y'all be talking about how powerful we are. Like that's so frustrating. It's beyond frustrating. It's almost like, oh, even though you are a victim, you're strong, so you're not a victim. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's almost like a backhanded compliment for people to tell us about how strong and powerful we are. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, free game TV. I'll tell you what we failed at. We failed at we failed at being loyal. We failed because it really just fucked us in a sense. Us being race loyal to our group of men, it fucked us over royally. So we failed at that. Congratulations, we failed at something.
Uh, black, I don't know why you asking us what have we failed? What's the point of your
Because he's
question?
stupid. Because he's stupid, and that's why I answered this
How
question. We
about you?
failed
How about
at
how
being
about you hit
race
the link?
loyal.
How about you hit the link since you got so much you want to ask? How about you hit the link?
Lilith said we failed because we brought y'all onto this planet. I mean, they say the same thing. They say the same thing. They agree. We failed because we birthed them.
Yeah, they do. Like, and it's really
Okay.
sad. And
But
it's really
yes, I
sad
have to
because
agree that we failed because we continue to. I have to say that yeah, we failed because we continue to birth these men that have no interest in providing for us, protecting us, or having any type of non-malicious intent with us.
yeah, it's really it's sickening because it's like okay, I don't know too many black women that literally, if they grew up in an environment where they didn't have a father and everything, that they're just like, oh, my mother ain't shit, women ain't shit, blah 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 blah. I don't know too many. As a matter of fact, I don't know any in real life. But even on the internet, I don't see too many saying that. But I see black men saying that, oh well, my dad left, so I'm gonna hate my mother, who did everything she could to take care of me. And a lot of them, they can stop with that bullshit about them being, just severely abused and all this other shit. Yes, there are mothers that abuse their children, and those fucking mothers need to go to hell for that shit. But some of them mothers, they literally have sons that they're trying to raise, and they can't raise a boy to be a man. But these motherfuckers, they sit there and they feel entitled. They want to sit there and run their damn mouth. They want to get smart. They don't want to do shit. They don't want to follow the rules at school and all this other shit. And then when their mom get on them or whoop their ass, and all of a sudden it's abuse. They cry about every fucking thing. And like I said, we go through the same shit that they go through when we don't have fathers in the home. Yet for some reason we're not sitting there going on a whole bitch fest on the internet talking about it's my mama's fault. My mama, my mama. My dad wasn't around. I love my mama to death because she did everything she could for us. And yes, she whooped my ass. I was being rebellious, being a smart ass, fighting all the time, all this other shit. She whooped my ass. And it's just what it is, what it is. And I
And
still
in
love her to this
part,
day and will do anything for her. But these other motherfuckers, oh, well, she should have picked a better man to be with so she could have birthed me. Okay, no, nigga, she wouldn't have birthed you anyway. Probably would have been a different child, but whatever. Like, seriously, maybe she should have picked a better man. But then in that case, then maybe she shouldn't have picked a black man. Because look at the stats. Stats is sitting there saying that it's a bunch of damn single mothers out here that's having children with black men.
79%, right?
Yeah. And so I guess all 79% should have chose better. And it's just like, bruh, like how many choosing betters can you do? That means that you would just basically have to go outside of the community then if you're trying to choose better.
And in part, if you think about it, like I won't say all, some women are just wicked. Like honestly, it's just like that. I mean, but that's for all races, including black women. We're not excluded. But I really think that if some of these women had more support, they would not be abusive. Like I think the amount of stress, like we all think black women are so strong. Not all of us are that strong. Some of us can't do it. Some of us can't get through the traumas that we have to experience, the racism, the sexism, the violence from white men, white women, and black men. Some of us cannot get through it. Like some of us are not able to survive or handle one, two, three kids after being left or whatever. Like I feel like that some of the abuse does come from the lack of support, not only from the person that they had the child with, but also from the community. Because in our community, if you're a woman and you had a kid, well, you had that kid, you better raise them. But if you're a dude, it's like, oh, come here, bring them to auntie, bring them to Gigi, bring them here, bring them there. I'll get you this, I'll get you that. If it's a woman, though, it's nah, you need to figure it out.
Yeah, because I mean, and then Brandon Bay keeps saying, I guess I just see different things in the black community. Okay, that's fine. Maybe you do, but
He
this is
see what
my
he
thing.
want to see, just like many
Right.
of them.
But this is my thing. He's not living in those damn households of all these happily married ass black families. So I mean, just imagine that movie Medea's Family Reunion. Literally out in person, they look like a happy black couple. But he was beating her ass behind closed doors. Like you don't know what's going on ultimately, and they just love to say, "Well, I just know I know plenty of black families that's married, and I know plenty of good black men." And I'm like, no, they're good black men to you. They usually are to the men. They seem to have this undying ass loyalty, and they need to prove that they're good men to other men, but they don't do that to women.
you don't think it exists more in the Black community than other communities. Like, I don't like to give excuses, so know that I'm not. But the Black community is literally has been set up since slavery to be more conducive for the fuckery. So like I I can't explain math to you guys. Like, I just can't explain. You want to believe that it doesn't happen more in our community, but our community has more of a reason for these things to occur than other communities. Yet somehow magically it doesn't. Like, no, it does. It very much does. Like, it happens more in our community than other communities. I could give us a partial half. Somewhat clap on the back because it could be more outrageous than it is. I think that's due to a lot of the pushback Black women have given, and a lot of the fight that Black women as a collective over history has given, because we probably should be more degenerative than we are. But no, at the same time, it's still worse, and it's still not acceptable, and the excuses still don't amount to shit. Like, it need to be fixed. Therapy exists. You could get it for free on a motherfucking app. Like, no.
Well, free game TV. I don't know what y'all solution is going to be for Black men, but I have solutions for Black women. I have plenty of solutions. I mean, as far as I'm concerned,
Come on,
y'all
let's
gotta fix y'all own shit. But I have plenty of solutions for Black women in order to, make us do better and for us to be a success. More so than what I feel like that we are, because I feel like we do a lot, and of course we don't get any type of appreciation for it. We pretty much get ostracized for just having an education. So it's like I don't know what to tell y'all. I have solutions for Black women. I don't know what to tell you about y'all. I mean, y'all can figure it out. That's on y'all. Which, honestly, at the rate that we're going, I don't see y'all coming with any solutions. I just feel like that y'all just want to sit there and just bask in the the fuckery of the community and say, "Oh, it's not that bad." Other communities are evil too, and y'all just want to do that shit. So ain't nobody got time for that.
talk about what the solution. If we said our solution, all they would do is cry and bleed all over the place. The solution is for us to just do us, for Black women to just be happy and do what the fuck we want to do. Date who we want to date in or out of the community, if that's your preference. Probably not have as many kids, or maybe not have kids at all, not only because of the problems in our community, but the problems in our country and the problems globally, and the diseases and the potential wars. I think, as long as Black women, we just mind our beautiful Black women business, that's our solution, to not continue to give fucks about people who don't reciprocate fucks.
Yeah, I think I think that's a solution for us. We need to sit there and get over this big, huge ass race loyalty ass hump that we're in, because it's like we're race loyal to the point where it's literally, it could be Black men unalive and other Black men, and it's free Pookie. It's like, what the fuck? Like, no, leave his
Agreed,
ass where
Nicholas
he's at.
Pickles.
Like, you trying to keep with that, or out here, just like the Black dude that was on another panel and everything, talking to a Black dude that killed over 6 people in the community, but he don't say anything because that's dangerous or whatever. But I'm like, oh, okay, so it's fine. So what are you gonna do if he kills somebody in your family, or has he killed somebody in your family already? Or you just don't care because he's a Black man, and you don't need them to be put into the system and everything, even though he's literally, you might as well say he's a damn serial killer, but you don't really even know his full intentions of why he was able to unalive 65 people. Like, you don't know if it has any type of fetishism to it or anything like that to even name him as a serial killer. But as far as I'm concerned, he's a serial killer, and that's
Renee,
totally fine because he's a Black man, and don't
right.
want to do nothing
Renee,
about that.
you ever notice that if the white man is doing it, then Black dudes think it's okay? Like, dude was just like, I don't see any
Yeah,
evidence of that, statistically speaking. I'm just saying that BS doesn't exist. It's just not more in the Black community. Oh, okay. So because the
what
white
doesn't
dude
he
is
what
doing it too, it's okay. Like, you should have a problem
yeah
with it
what doesn't
existing
he
in your
see
community at all.
what doesn't he see statistically speaking? Is he talking about the unalive rates, the DV rates, the
Basically saying that everything we're complaining about does not happen. It happens in all communities. So because it happens in white communities as well, then it's okay, because clearly that's the standard by which he lives his life, by the white man's dick.
Yeah,
Like, that's my opinion. That's how a
yeah,
lot of them
that's
are.
BS.
Well, it's in the
Yeah,
law, so it's okay. Well, the white community does it, so it's okay. Like, that's how you want to live? Okay.
right. So you basically want to do the degenerate shit, because this is my thing. It's like, how do you do the degenerate shit that they do and say, well, they do it too, but they out here building and all this other shit, but you won't do that? I
Oh,
mean, you might as well,
oh,
if you wanna do everything they do that's degenerate, you might as well do the positive shit that they do as well. But you won't do that part.
right,
Like, communities
right.
look like shit, the whole 9 yards and everything. But as soon as somebody says something about black men raping and black men alive, and all of a sudden, well, white men do it too. Well, white men also build, and y'all don't do that. So why not?
If you're making excuses for it, then you are saying that it's okay. Like, no, I never said it wasn't okay. I just gave I just tried to validate why it happens. I never said it was okay. I was just giving excuses for it. I was being dismissive about it, but I didn't say it was okay. Like, right, fuck out of here.
Well, I can speak to what you just said, because that's exactly how it comes off. Like, you what part statistics you see that's not a lot of BS? Like, because I see a lot. So I'm missing. I guess maybe I'm missing your point of what parts, statistically speaking. Like, what are you talking about? Because I see a lot of BS, and it shows in statistics, and they're astronomically high in a population that's a low number population in the United States. And then it's even worse if you go over to Africa.
The last thing this community needs is another nonprofit. Say it again, Lilith. Say it again. Yes, everybody in these nonprofits. Like, isn't the NFL a nonprofit? Don't they profit like a motherfucker? They sure do pick and choose. Yes, they do, Black man.
No, because this is my thing though. They keep talking about, oh well, it doesn't happen that often in our community, and other men do it too and everything. Well, guess what? I've been in the army for 14 years, and the army is usually predominantly white men. I haven't experienced any type of abuse. I haven't experienced any type of rape. I haven't experienced any of that being intermingled with another race of man. But I have when I was in the community with black men though. So I don't know what he's saying. Like, they have the
When I
same type
was
of access
when I
at
was
this
in the
point.
military, I experienced a lot of like sexism and racism. But as far as the like smexual assault, that actually came from a biracial, that came out of a black dude's balls and a messed in woman's vagina. So yeah, no, it comes it y'all get us more than they get us these days. These days, and that's what we're speaking on these days.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, and they don't, like, they can't then in turn ask for solutions and everything, but they don't want to listen because they always got some type of excuse going on. Oh well, everybody does it, and that's the thing now. Everybody does it. Other races do it, and it's like, well, why can't you just be different?
Or the worst one that I absolutely despise hearing is, well, it's legal. Like, black people should be the last people on earth to talk about it's legal. Like, that is not an argument that we should make on any stance. Like, it's legal. It was legal to sell us. It was legal to rape us. It was legal to grape us. It was legal to use our hair for furniture cushions and our teeth for powder for their face, and to eat us and sell our knuckles at the market, and all of that was legal. Like, let's the legal argument is the most deplorable argument I can hear that comes from Black people.
Hello? Can y'all
I'm
hear
here,
me?
Moonflower. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to go into an interview.
Uh-oh, how'd it go?
It went good. It's just for an Amazon driver position. But I'm about to head to this other place that I interviewed at. I think I'm getting hired. They just asked me to bring in my 2 forms of ID. So I think I got another job.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you. I will be going back to hosting at a restaurant. I love hosting so much. It's so much fun. We, but yes, I had to go into that interview for this doggone Amazon driver because they make pretty decent money. I just need something that paid more than what I got now. And I mean, I like being a manager at Papa John's. It's all right, but they talking about so we can't get overtime no more, and they extending our store hours. How we can't get overtime, but you gonna extend our store hours? But I guess we kind of done with this topic, so I'm gonna end this live stream, and we're gonna come back later with a new topic. Okay?
All right, much love and congratulations.
Thank you, sis. See y'all later.